Priya had always been the go-to friend, the one everyone called when they needed to vent, cry, or complain. Priya always felt lonely, so she was happy at first that her friends approached her. She didn't mind the negativity at first. She loved being there for her friends. But over time, the weight of everyone else's problems began to crush her mentally and physically. Priya never thought that one small complaint would snowball into something catastrophic in the long run. Her best friend Eli would often call after a bad day at work, and Priya would listen for hours, offering advice and comfort. Priya spent most of her time being there for Eli, and she didn't have time for personal matters. Then her co-worker, Raj, began unloading his relationship struggles during lunch breaks. Priya realized that her lunch break isn't for her to rest, and had to give all the attention to Raj's problems, and not spend her time to deal with the problems she met at work. Even her neighbor, Mrs. Kapoor, would stop by to gossip about the noisy kids next door while she was busy at keeping her house clean. Mrs. Kapoor felt very helpless that even after she feedbacked to her neighbor to stop making noises, her neighbors did not stop their children from making noise. Her neighbor thinks they are never at fault that their children are noisy. Priya didn't realize the negativity was affecting her, and Priya started down a negativity spiral that she began to think about many things in a negativity-tinted mindset. Suddenly one night, after all the negativity piles up, Priya had a panic attack. Priya felt extremely sick. The mental discomfort had made Priya physically sick. Priya collapsed on her couch, feeling utterly exhausted. Her chest felt heavy. Her mind was racing with everyone else's problems, and she couldn't shake the feeling of dread that had settled in her stomach. She felt nauseous and wanted to vomit. All Priya's mind was filled with Eli's work drama, Raj's breakup, and Mrs. Kapoor's complaints. Priya felt so powerless and helpless. Priya can't do anything about all the issues and the emotions. Baggages are interfering with Priya's normal life. Priya couldn't wake up the next morning, and she had to miss work to see the doctor. The doctor reminded Priya that she needs a good rest and take medicine for her physical symptoms. That's when it hit her. The weight of everyone else's emotional baggage weighted her down. Priya felt heavy weights on her shoulders. Priya felt like she was carrying a heavy backpack. Priya's shoulders felt tight. Priya knew she needed changes. Priya couldn't continue like this forever. Priya knew she has sympathy for others, but her sympathy is not an agreement for others to keep on complaining about their misfortunes.